gonna use Suicune. Rups is one of those players who picks up loads of characters as well, I think.
Yes, he has been using Braixen as well, which have not yet seen too much of him, I believe. But he does have a pocket Braixen, which he's confident enough to use in bracket. And I'm pretty sure if he doesn't like the mirror matchup, then he will opt to go for Braixen.
I think we even have seen him using Machamp as well.
He has.
Which is really interesting, but you say Braixen got the best matchup versus Suicune? Oh, we're gonna see the mirror.
I would say Braixen does have an advantage because Braixen can just use Light Screen to nullify all of Suicune's projectiles and then get a free Sunny Day after it.
And Sunny Day is a really clever move. After you used Sunny Day, what can you do then, Solomon?
It basically gives you a one-time enhanced Pokemon move. So if you was to say use Side Beam, instead of throwing out one beam, you throw out two beams. Your Flame Charge will be even stronger as well, causing massive additional hitboxes after you use the attack. And Flamethrower becomes more powerful as well.
Well, now we have to talk about the Suicunes, since we gonna see the Suicune mirror. Last time around, we had a funny thing that the secondary color Suicune always won, but we don't quote us on that one. So
it could be a case of visual appearance, like the visual aspect could grant you special powers. Like, ooh, my Suicune is almost shiny. This could empower me somewhat. You never know. The visual attraction of a character could actually make you play better in some cases.
We're gonna see the first combo of the match. Rups Suicune is actually the white one, getting off the first combo, and well, Elm tries to get off those beams to get away.
Yes, that was a very nice mirror coat from Roopstead. They sealed the phase right there, and he actually wins the phase as well. So now we go back to field phase. At this point, it's just a case of whether I should counter attack or home attack. But Elm does get the home into field phase, and now he's got EV activated as well. So now we're going to see if he's going to take advantage of that.
He goes into synergy mode, being the first one to get into it, and Rups is down to being knocked up. True Shearcle's not gonna hit, but pushes Rups Suicune away a bit. So, oh, we gonna see the knockout. Elm taking the first game.
Yes, Elm recognizes that he had enough time to react with a waterfall pillar-like move that could confirm into an anti-air Aurora Beam. In fact, that move that's actually very good because it can be placed at 3 different distances, right in front of you, a little bit further away, then a little bit further away after that. So it has quite a lot of room to launch. And of course, if used at the right time when your opponent's in the air, it can act as an anti-air as well. And of course, you can follow up after 2 Aurora Beams as well.
Well, that's really that sounds really good, Solomon. And now Rups got his synergy mode ready to go and starting off a combo, doing a good amount of damage. Still comboing on Elm Suicune, setting up his projectiles. Elm is trying to go for blocks a lot, so if Rups gets the protect right and gets off a grab here and there, this might be the case, but Rups still comboing.
Yeah, well, Rups has got a command and lead right now. He's got burst, and he's in it healthy as well. He also has Emolga just in case he tries to,
yeah,
just like that. He just counters the counter attack, and then he can get advantage. But unfortunately, he's sent back to field phase via the grab from Elm, and now it's just a case of, okay, I've got my support. I'm going to use it right now. Let's see how it goes. They both have synergy. It's 29 seconds left. Still got plenty of time, but they are now both low in health, and he's going to have to burst at some point.
Definitely, and we're going to see the True Shearcle just chipping that Suicune far away. Now both Suicunes are in synergy mode, and no one wants to get hit by a move, so they're gonna
wait, that could be
this is hitting.
That was a good punish right there. He tried to go for a spaced low crouching attack, and unfortunately he gets caught for his troubles, and that's going to be the round and the game there. So that's game 1 to Elm.
Oh, this was a really clutch True Shearcle right at the ending of the match. Really well played by Elm there, taking the first match point.
Yes, that was a very good game. Of course, in the mirror matchup, both people can use the both same options. So it's a case of okay, I'm gonna use attack. No, wait, I'm gonna shield because Suicune can cancel his moves in some ways. But it's just a case of, okay, I'm gonna shield and I'm gonna wait for you to react before I react. So it's pretty much whoever moves first might be at a disadvantage because the person might try and react to that instead.
So are we gonna see a character switch up by Rups now?
It's very possible. He does have 2 pockets, which he might bring out in tournament. If he feels like he's losing with Suicune, he might opt to go for a Braixen switch or a Machamp switch. But we do see that he is sticking with Suicune just yet. It is a best out of 5, I believe, so he does have 1 more game to feel more comfortable to see if he can actually win. He might be lucky enough to win the next game so that they can be on even pegans.
He still got trust in his Suicune, and we're gonna see another Suicune mirror, ladies and gentlemen. Elm, who traveled a long way over from Japan and finished top 8 at Worlds last year versus Rups. Someone, do you know Rups better?
Yes, I do. Rups also qualified for Worlds last year, but he unfortunately didn't get too far. But there are both Worlds participants, so they are both very strong people and both deserving to go to Worlds this year if they can make it.
Well, we got loads of strong people left in this tournament. This is such a high class and high stack tournament, and we're gonna see it's a color shift, I think.
Yes, Elm is now rocking the white hair as opposed to Rube's last game.
So bear that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty even at the beginning. Both players try to get off some projectiles. Oh, and we're gonna see the first real hit and the grab.
Yes, very nice prediction there. What Suicunes want to do is that they're gonna, you know, that little head flip that they do, that's like a poking move. They're trying to see if that works. It's got very low cooldown as well, so if you do use it and it's on block or it's on a counter, you can possibly shield before the other person launches their own counter attack.
Elm aims to go for more grabs. We have seen 3 grabs hitting already, making use of Rups blocking a lot. This is like adapting at a really high level. Elm won the first game, and now he adapts to Rups' new playstyle and just makes use of the blocks Rups is trying to make.
Yes, we've got 10 seconds left right now, and both players are low on health. Well, not low on health, but unfortunately, Elm does take that first round to Rob's dismay. And now it's just a case of, right, I need to figure out what I did wrong. Am I jumping too much? Do I need to commit more to my moves? Because I'm kind of like scared to commit to moves. Like, of course, I want to react to what you need to do, but if I'm not getting anything off, then I might need to change my strategy.
Yeah, you're definitely right. So if Rob's starting attacking more now, Elm could just go for counter attacks more, and he's still got his synergy mode up on his leaves. It's ready to be activated on both sides actually, and we're gonna see a really close match here. We see the counter landing. This is Rob's trying to attack, and we see a really good punish by Elm there.
Yeah, Rubes is now feeling pressured to burst attack. Unfortunately, well, to burst activate, my bad. Unfortunately, yeah, you can see now, right now, he's using blizzards. That's kind of like a sign of panic from Rubes, because if you do use blizzard, which is not, it's a good move, especially in burst, because it freezes you afterwards. But unfortunately, it's not really a great move, because you might, you know, you can get punished very easily.
This was a convincing win by Elm, almost taking no damage at all, and
yeah, that was a very convincing win from Elm. Yes, we are going to go to counter select. I think at this point, Roots is now considering his other options of the Suicune, because Suicune's not doing very well for him right now, so he might try and opt to go for a Braixen switch, or maybe even a Machamp switch. He has used them both on stream before. He might use one of them on stream now to hopefully reverse the possible 3-0 into a 2-3 in Rubes' favor.
Yeah, I'm really curious if Rubs is feeling confident enough with his Braixen, or feeling confident enough in his Machamp to be brought to this battle, or... Oh, ladies and gentlemen, once again we're gonna see the character selection from
both characters are just confirming that they have their proper setups, their proper supports, and their cheers. They don't want to make any mistakes in this very crucial match right here. So if you have to flip back even twice to double check, then that's fine with them. They can take all the time they need, as long as they get everything right. That's important for them.
Yeah, I can see that point definitely. This is a point of the tournament where you want to make 100% sure everything is set up right and don't want to lose to a single misclick or something. Yes. So,
of course, like when I'm playing, I kind of like change the controls, because I have block and support swapped around, and many people don't check that when they come in after I do, so they think, wait, what happened to my controls? It's like, oh, sorry guys, it's just me. But yeah, we now see the Braixen switch. Like I said, it was either going to be Braixen or Machamp in this next match, and we do see the Braixen.
Like you saw it coming, Solomon. So how is Rups gonna adjust his game with Braixen? How is there a way to win against the Suicune?
Right, so Suicune has to be very careful not to put out too many projectiles because there's a Pokemon move called Light Screen from Braixen which can nullify projectiles, and it's also got counter properties as well. And if Braixen does connect a Light Screen with a projectile, not only will she nullify the attack, she can also gain quite a lot of synergy from each attempt. So it's got to be really careful. Braixen is going to be very good in this matchup. Suicune might have to be a bit more melee based.
And Braixen tries to get the Suicune close and once Suicune is close, Braixen is known for some really good combos, and that's why he wants to get him close. But Braixen is also good at zoning, especially in field phase. He can zone around a lot. So Suicune has to be really careful in this one, and Braixen, he's fishing for Suicune to stop blocking and getting off a good attack, but Suicune saw it coming and gets off a counter, doing a huge amount of damage to the Braixen.
Yes, it's a very good attempt in field space by Elm. Just to clarify as well, Elm also can use a move that can reflect projectiles. As we know, it has Mirror Coat. So if Braixen tries to throw out a stray fireball, Suicune can just stand there and Mirror Coat as well. Although Braixen can also use Light Screen to absorb the Mirror Coat and get even more synergy. So it's kind of like a catch-22 for both characters.
And we see the burst mode from Braixen, but Suicune is starting off a combo, and Braixen really has to make use of that. Suicune goes into burst mode as well. Both players are playing it really be patient. No one wants to get hit because we just got 2 seconds left, and Suicune...
Oh, that was really bad because I think
that closes the match.
Elm was holding his shield because he knew if he got hit by the burst attack, he would have lost. So he was hoping to, just stay in shield. I've got a health lead. I don't have to commit to anything. And maybe at the last second, when Rubes catches on that he doesn't want to get hit by the burst attack, he'll go for a grab instead. That's the cue for Elm to jump. And unfortunately, Rubes' burst attack got stuffed at the right moment for Elm, and then pretty much at that point you can just rock with whatever you want because you only have 3 seconds left. He's not going to be able to do as much damage as he can in that amount of time.
This was really well timed, and we're going to see a really close-paced match here. Suicune tried to grab but got punished with a critical hit by the Braixen, and both are luring for the other one to stop blocking. No one wants to get in, start grabbing, not to get punished by a hit, because both players are expecting them to do this. It's really interesting. Braixen gets off the better start at the moment, is in the life lead, but Suicune gets the first grab of the match.
Yes, both people, especially in duel phase, are very defensive because they don't want to, for instance, Braixen can go for a move that can cancel into support, and Suicune doesn't want to get caught up by that. Of course, since Rubes is losing as well, he's also very afraid that, okay, I don't take as much damage as I want to because I want to have as much health as I can to be in a better position. So they both have their own reasons for shielding. It's just a case of whether one can be more confident than the other to, be a bit more offensive.
And can you be any more confident than being in your synergy mode? This is where Braixen went into, and he tries to break down the Suicune, predicting some jumps here and there. That's why he goes for the air attack, and the shield is gonna go down pretty soon. But no, Suicune gets in there in the right moment.
Yes, Rubes is now backing off because he realizes he now has the health lead. When Elm's shield was growing red, he realized that he's going to get guard broken and that can leave him open, so he went for a counter attack to try and absorb any other attack that Rubes was going for, and then act appropriately. Of course, unfortunately that didn't really work out because Rubes got the better of the situation and then got the life lead and won the round.
Still really well played. Elm got his synergy mode ready. He can go for it, but he goes for a grab. Really well timed there. Rups was blocking and predicting some normal attacks, and Rups just make use of that. Whereas Suicune is really blocking a lot since he doesn't want to get hit by the projectiles. Braixen sets up the Suicune onto the wall and still got it there. Combos really nicely, doing a really good amount of damage, and is now in the life lead.
Yes, past game, Suicune was blocking a lot. Rubes could have punished that maybe with grabs, but he wasn't sure if he might try and, you know, use a quick move to try and get Rubes out of that situation. But looking at the match now, we see very nice cancel. That's very hard to do when you use those that top heavy X 3 times in a row. If you cancel it with flame charge, you can actually cancel on the ground and you can reset yourself into another move. Doing it 3 times in a row is very, very hard to do. I'm glad he got that off. That can cause massive damage.
It actually did, and Rups is in a really huge life lead now. We still got 20 seconds left. Braixen tries. No, this was blocked. This got blocked, but Braixen got pushed back to the wall. But he got himself in a really good position now. He needs 1 or 2 combos to get Suicune down to 0 HP. But Al tries to get off the combo, juggling. Rups is really making a good job in going out there, getting Suicune in again close and getting the grab. This is going to do not quite enough.
No, it's not going to do enough. Unfortunately, Rubes ran out of time, and Elm, I believe, is now going forward. He won that game, and that was match point actually. So yes, Elm is now going to be moving around to the next round. Commiserations to Rubes. Was that a loser's match or a winner's match? And
that was a loser's match.
Last match. Okay, in that case, Rubes is going to go